Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, and holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
Well, I was early that time. In a sense. In a sense, I was early. Maybe by a penny. Maybe by two. Hello, Miss Vicky. Hello, Cellulite Yoga Pants. Bill, Beverly, John. Once again, I hope everybody is staying warm and cozy. Hold on, I got a cough. Warm and cozy. Safe and sound from the storms that are rolling in. I think some of it's coming from Canada. I apologize. Very Canadian of me to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also, thank you to Lucy. Also, thank you to anybody who sends me a message. I'm terrible at replying to messages, so just know that it's not you. It's a me problem. And but thank you, and thank you to Lucy for pointing out a couple cases for me today. I appreciate that. We're going to Thurston County. I don't know what has happened, but we all know the petty shit that could happen. Can I explain the whole Canadian government thing? In a minute. I read a little bit about it. I'll have to look again. I think what happened was that he got pissed off at the infighting in the Liberal Party, which is the party that he's the leader of. And then what happened was he resigned as the leader of the Liberal Party, tasking them with finding a new leader, which is a nationwide thing. And then once they find that person, he will step down as the prime minister. And they will take over. I think they did prorogue parliament, which means they said they don't have, I think that means they don't have confidence in the prime minister anymore. They are operating, I believe, under a minority government, which means that they need other, we're really stretching my knowledge here. They need another party backing in order to pass legislation, because they have enough to rule but not enough for a majority or something like that. I'm not actually sure, but I'm pretty sure that he prorogued Parliament. Can he really just put Parliament on suspension until March 23rd? Yeah, probably. I would imagine so. They don't do much in there anyways. I would just say that. Anyways, I'll look and make sure that I'm getting that right. But federally, that's a federal government thing, obviously. But I will say that I learned about that in a chat room this morning, not in the newspaper, because I don't read the newspaper. I'm a terrible, terrible girl. Honestly, I don't doom scroll. Our system is so different. I guess so. Yeah, I mean, how it works in Canada is that you elect the party, not the person, and so the party can change the person that is leading the party. So that's the main difference here. The votes that people placed for the federal election were for their local federal members of parliament, and so nobody voted, well, except for Justin Trudeau running in his riding. those people would have seen his name on the ballot, but other than that, nobody else saw that or voted for him per se. You vote for the party or the person running in your jurisdiction. And so that's how they can change that like that. I know that that part's a little bit confusing, but that's sort of the way that it goes. Okay, let me get out of grade 8 socials and over into grade 12 law, which we will find right now.
Is now in session.
Morning, please proceed. Thank you. Morning, it's Thurston County District
Oh,
Court.
Judge, stop. Before you get started, I want to
project-
explain something. I've already set this up to redirect over to KDZ afterwards. I think they're doing booze and body cam tonight. So just so you guys know, this is already set up to redirect over to them for tonight. Hi, MB. Anyways, so let's power through this because I think we have about an hour. That'll be perfect timing. Now, I'm going to say this once now and I'll say it later. I haven't been to KDZ's chat yet, so I don't know what the rules are, but just remember, some things that fly here don't fly everywhere. So, get all your fucking freaky shit out now. That's my theory. All right, let's go.
Action order calendar for Monday morning, January 6th. We have folks in the courtroom, others appearing remote. These proceedings are being live streamed on YouTube to increase public access. First thing I'm going to do is find out who's here. So if you're in the courtroom, raise your hand, get my attention. Likewise, if you're on the screen, you can unmute and let me know you're present.
I'm present.
Well, how about if you wait till I call your name? So Bernard Nimskern.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Now you can mute. And Russell Oakert
President.
and Dana Ryan. We heard from Ms. Ryan or Mr. Ryan. Okay. Dolores Carlisle is present. Thank you. And Paula Archer. Don't see any response.
While he's taking attendance, I'm going to go grab my meal plan that I got this week and show you guys all
Robert
all the
Harvey.
options.
Present.
Thank you. Cody Clausen. No response. Anna Nishman. Thank you. And John Garab-Messick. No response. Alice Lang. Thank you. And Terry Miles.
Present.
Thank you. Miguel Parete.
Yeah, I had to go down and shut off the smoke
Thank you.
detector myself.
And Camila Corrales. Ms. Corrales.
Present, Your Honor. Good morning.
Okay, you're Mr. Corrales. Good morning. And Claudio Parete. No response. Amir Singleton.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Jared Cruikshank. No response. All right, we have a number of cases where we have just one party present, the other party not present, and I'll run through those right now. We'll start with the matter of Miguel Parete and Claudio Parete. As Miguel, asiéntate aquí, por favor. Gracias. Buenos
Is he
dias.
speaking Spanish?
Buenos días.
In English or in Spanish?
Español.
Spanish?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, they
Señor
come with all
Morales,
the
if you could
ingredients.
translate
It's like
from this
Hello
point
Fresh,
forward.
but it's a Canadian version called Chef's Plate. They had a really good deal on. I should be getting paid for this. I'm not, but they had a really good deal on for new people, I guess. And so I got all these 6 meals. So there's 6 meals for 2. Plus I got a pound of ground beef. Was it a pound of ground beef? And 2 steaks for like $50 Canadian, which is very cheap US. So much food. Couldn't even buy groceries for that cheap, even with a discount, believe me. So I won't be cooking on this stream, but I'll probably cook sometime this week. Also, what else? Oh, he's yelling out there, my roommate. Anyways, let's continue though. Judge, can we just get through to the case, maybe? Maybe?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Señor Perete, we do not have any indication that Claudio Perete has been served with the notice of hearing for today.
I find the portion
Señor
sizes good.
Parete, no tenemos nosotros información acá que nos diga que el señor Claudio Parete haya sido notificado para la audiencia del día de hoy.
Without that, we can't do anything, and it probably means that Claudio Perete has no idea that this hearing is occurring.
Y sin eso no podemos hacer nada el día de hoy.
Sorry, Judge, we're just going to skip through this. But they shipped me 2 eggs. I've never gotten eggs in a meal kit before, but they shipped me 2 eggs. Isn't that funny? Hi, Lucy. I was saying thank you. Sorry, I'm terrible at responding to messages, but I do see them usually.
You both have the same last name. You're not related.
Entonces, aunque tienen el mismo apellido, ustedes no...
Do we see the cat there, you guys? Do we see the cat? Did you see the cat? Look at the cat struggling to get up. Emergency. Cat emergency.
So even though you both have the same last name, you're not related.
Entonces, aunque tienen el mismo apellido, ustedes no están relacionados familiarmente.
Exactamente, no estamos relacionados.
Exactly, we're not related.
Cat coming down? What's the cat
Oh.
doing now? Call CPS,
Gentlemen,
the Cat
says
Protection
we,
Services.
Sent the service packet to me.
Yeah, we sent an email.
Okay. And it also says we sent it to TCSO. Do we do that independently, or does the petitioner do that?
The petition.
Okay, so why does it say that that's what was done?
Well, we sent the entry, the actual order
Okay.
for them to
Is that a
file with
bong on
Right.
the
Because there's
background
it was like-
behind the interpreter here, you guys? Hold on, look. Right here. You see my mouse above his head? Is that a bong? What else would that be? It's not a real background, I understand that, but that looks like a bong to me.
Señor Prete, on the 23rd of December, we did email you a packet that you were obligated to provide to the sheriff's office for service on Claudio Prete.
Señor Parete, el 23 de diciembre se le envió a usted un correo electrónico con la información que debía de usted presentar a la oficina del alguacil para poder notificar a Claudio Parete.
Because you didn't take that packet and get it to the sheriff's office did not know to serve Claudio Prete.
Debido a que usted esa información no la llevó allá a la oficina del alguacil, entonces ellos no pudieron notificar a Claudio Parete.
Como digo, es que no me llegó ningún papel, ningún correo, me llegó ni en teléfono ni en casa. Y pues yo no sabía qué papel, nada. Si no
I
lo
never
tengo,
received any document. I never received any email or any physical document, so I didn't know what to do.
Okay, what's your email address?
¿Cuál es su dirección de correo electrónico? De correo electrónico.
Miguel Parete,
iCloud.com.
You tell, that's what we have.
The email that we have, which is not the same. So
What's that?
we have Miguel Parete 03 at
So what's the email address? miguelparete03@gmail.
Tenemos Miguel Parete.
Judge!
sí, ya lo vi. La primera vez la corte me habían marcado y les dije que iba yo a cambiar mi correo electrónico y les di el que le acabo de dar ahorita.
Lisa, you put salt, you put rice in your salt shaker. That is the way that you keep salt from getting clumpy. For towels, the best way to get your load of towels dried when you live in a humid environment is to put a dry towel in with them when you start. It really helps absorb the water and the dampness and allows everything to dry. So that's what I would suggest. If you grind your salt, well, I don't know. We don't tend to have problems with it going bad, like in the house, because our houses are well insulated here. It's just Canadian code. I meant once it's ground up. Like if you have rice or salt shaker. By the way, we've lost 9 people. Peace out. If you have a salt shaker and you have already like crushed salt in it. Oh, you mean hand towels in the bathroom? You got to get a better fan in your bathroom and a dehumidifier. That's probably the key. Get a dehumidifier. Put it in the bathroom.
In fact, when I received the call for this hearing, I told them that I changed my email and I provided the email that I just told you about.
Okay. Well, there must have been some confusion because the email we sent it to was that first, the Miguel Parete 03.
Debe haber alguna confusión entonces, porque al correo electrónico que enviamos esa información fue a Miguel Parete 03.
Sí, es que ese correo ya no pude recuperar mi contraseña y perdí la cuenta de ese, entonces pues les di el que ahorita le acabo de dar.
Okay, so I had a problem with that email and I was not able to recover my password, so that's why I provided that new email.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. They'll continue to talk about that. I want to talk about something I'm looking at on these chef's plate papers. It says here, cook smarter, not harder. I like that. Then it has their socials. Cool. Then it has making followers jealous is almost too easy. What? What a weird fucking slogan for them to have about getting people to post on their socials. Like, oh, you want to fucking make them jealous, don't you? What? What? Random.
And you think Claudia Perete resides at 4445 80?
¿Y usted cree que el señor Claudio Parete vive en la 4445 Avenida 88?
Sí.
Yes.
Over to done for service. All right, Mr. Nimskarn, you're coming back on the 21st of January. I believe that's a Tuesday, and that will be at 9 o'clock into courtroom 3.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, actually, I'm wrong. That'll be courtroom 4 on that date. So if you're
Courtroom
appearing
4.
remote, you're going to check into courtroom 4. If you're appearing in person, it's not at the courthouse. It's about a quarter mile from here.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cat again. Cat alert. Cat alert. I'm making the pasta for dinner tonight, by the way. The carbonara. The pasta carbonara. Courtroom 4. Gotcha. Courtroom 5.
And
They don't
Dolores
have a courtroom
Carlisle,
5.
come on up. It's Carlisle, good morning. Raise your right hand for me, please. Swear the testimony in this case to be the truth, full truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
It's like Ms. Archer was served on the 20th of December. And you had a temporary order directing, pardon me, directing her not to have contact with you because of the way she treats you. And she yells at you even though there's this order that tells her not to contact you. Is that accurate?
This is actually the second order. I had one last year and I thought I could let it go because I hadn't seen her, and just about the time it was gonna expire, she broke it and went to jail. So I came back and got another one.
Okay.
But it wasn't in time to let it just turn over, you know what I mean? They said I didn't come back like I should have, so I had to start all over again.
Okay.
You can get those moisture absorbers at the dollar store. They start out as beads, and then you put them places, and then you empty them when they're all water. Come on, Judge. You have tubs of them. I just have a few. The bathroom, the bathroom is always like that. Although this house, the bathroom's better because it has a heated floor. Bougie, humble brag.
I barely even knew her, like we're.
What's the deal here, Judge? Come on.
And the two of you used to be in a dating relationship, is that right?
No, we were just friends. I
Okay.
barely even knew her. Like we were just friends for a while.
Okay,
And then I just decided not to hang out with her because she's
okay,
got problems. I don't want to say anything mean, but she has problems.
okay.
And I think that may be what made her mad, is because I just won't do anything, I just
Right.
won't have any part of it.
Does anybody know, did they drink on booze and body cams, or is it just drunk body cam people? Heated floors are a super cool flex. I'll tell you that right now. So's that. That's a wicked flex. You just subbed. Woo! It also has a jacuzzi tub. Ooh. And a big shower with a overhead rain thing. Two shower heads. All I can think of though is it's so much cleaning. I hate it.
And she does not reside in the same place you do?
No, she lives, I think, at the Holly Motel now. That's
Okay.
where they served her, and that's where people have told me that she is, and that's a place I avoid. I don't get off the bus anywhere near there or anything, so.
Okay.
Trying to do my part.
Sorry, these are one-sided cases while we get to the one that we're gonna watch, Carol. So I don't know what the fuck's going on either. Did we used to call this judge buffering because he takes so long? One of them we call Judge Buffering. We're going on years now I've been doing this, so it's hard. But certain things get my attention. Like that. Hi, MPC. Hi. Nice to see you. Yeah, Judge Buffering. I think this is what he's called. Judge 404 error. Yeah. He's nice, but, you know, not as nice as NPC. Not as nice as NPC. Woo! Woo! He just takes so long to do paperwork. And I guess, you know, that's a good thing for a judge. Like, oh, he's careful about stuff, but God, it's annoying.
All right, I have signed a protection order. It will be in effect for 1 year from today's date. It's under the exact same terms as the temporary order that was previously issued. So, you're welcome. We'll get you a copy of that, so you can just sit tight.
I'm just sorry I have to waste so much time with you guys.
Yeah.
I miss my gas stove. My sister has a heat pump. Her husband, boyfriend guy, owns an HVAC company. Heat pumps are all the rage. All the rage here. Heated
Welcome,
floors
Kelly.
are not such a big issue if you have good heating.
Robert
and-
Harvey. Mr. Harvey, if you activate your audio and video, please. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Harvey, looks like we do not have any proof of service on Mr. Clausen.
No, Thurston County Sheriff was unable to serve him because he doesn't have a fixed address, and his mother refused service because that's the only place he gets mail. However, I have found out he now has a CCO because of a case in Pierce County. And he has a hearing he has to attend in person, or, you know, go to prison for like 10 years on the 17th. So I should be able to arrange service, you know, outside that courtroom.
Okay, we've had 2 prior resets. Since you've provided me some information that you now have a much greater hope of getting Mr. Clausen served, I'll reset this one last time. We won't reset after this. If you're unsuccessful in getting him served, we can't just keep dragging this case along.
I understand.
So, all right. And the hearing is the 17th of January?
Correct.
So don't go to the 21st because he needs time to respond. So the one after that is the 27th. Okay. So your next hearing date will be the 27th of January.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And that'll be in courtroom 3, And the temporary order that was previously issued will remain in effect through that date. What'll happen is we will email you a copy, email new service packet. We'll email you a copy of the new service packet, and you'll want to arrange. In this case, it looks like it was originally sent to Tumwater, and obviously you don't want to do that if he's going to be up in Pierce County. So we'll have to change that to Pierce County Sheriff's. I'll change the law enforcement agency from Tumwater Police Department to Pierce County Sheriff's Office to serve it, and you'll want to coordinate with them.
Understood.
Okay, all right. You're all done. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, Your Honor.
You too. Bye-bye.
Reminder about my new cup that I got. Very subtly branded Tim Hortons. 50% off. Spill proof. Ooh, she worried about that one. I was nervous about that. Oh, but it held up. That's the same coffee from yesterday. Still in there. But I love the cup. I'm just so enamored with a handle. Bill, I love it. Oh, fucking funny. Judge still doing paperwork. I think we do get one case here today, by the way. One case, one case, one case. Also, you know, heated floors are actually only good if you don't wear slippers regularly. If you do, it doesn't really make a difference.
Person's hearing.
Perfect. I will.
Thank you.
You have to be barefoot, people, or socks only. But if you wear your shoes in the house, it'll be wasted on you. It's very cozy. I'll tell you that.
And a Nishman?
Especially
and
when
you're
your
a
feet are
Mystic?
cold. What I tend to do is, like, when I prepare the bathroom, if I'm going to have a shower or a bath, I turn on the heated floors and make it real nice and hot in there. I love it. Feels like I'm on vacation. And the AC's broken. My idea of a perfect vacation. No AC, hot as fuck. I know I sound crazy. I am.
So Mr. Gurmesic has not been served. I suspect you know that. And
Suspected that.
I don't have a heated towel rack. I used to have my laundry off my bedroom, which is
not at
in
work,
itself
not
a
at
heated
home.
clothing
The officer's
procurement.
indicating.
Immediate right beside the bedroom. It was the best.
And looks
in the
like they've
world.
tried it a couple of times, sheriff's office, and then looks like maybe a one police, I couldn't tell. It's been reset a couple times, so I'm not inclined to reset it unless you can tell me you know exactly how to get him served.
At this point, no. When I had Lakewood PD try to serve him before the previous hearing, they were told that he would be back at work in January. And they had tried to reach out to him via phone and Thurston County Sheriff as well. They were told it went straight to voicemail is what I was told. I believe it was Officer Cooper. And so I resubmitted the paperwork to Lakewood PD this previous Thursday, and they said they would work on serving him because it was in January and that he would be back at work.
Okay, and did you check with them to see if they've
I
served
tried
him?
to call them. It was on a Saturday though, and they were closed.
Okay, well, I mean, you're here. I'll let you go out and call them right now, and you can come in and let me know whether they've served him or not.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want to go call them and then come on back in here.
Okay.
She's gonna go call them. We're gonna keep watching. Potatoes are mashed, Lisa. That
And
sounds
Amir
delicious.
Singleton.
Rub it in, Judge. I know I'm Singleton.
Yes, Your Honor.
Singleton, good morning again.
That's because
Good
of my
morning.
hot crazy ratio.
Activate your video there.
There you go.
There we go. Got it. Thanks. And Mr. Singleton, we do not have proof of service on Mr. Crookshank. And
Yeah. I tried to get the sheriff, not the sheriff, but the police department to serve him at least, but they told me that they couldn't unless y'all followed it for them. I was like, what do you do? I asked what they meant by that, but they like it has to be filed by the court to send to them through their email. I was like, can you not just do it like with this paperwork? I already have this paperwork right here. And I tried to give it to them, and they said, no, we can't accept that.
yeah, okay. Looking now to see what the issue was and right. And what do we do on those when it's going to a sheriff's office?
Hot cray cray plus you have my ADHD chaos factor, which is like fire for some people. They fucking love it. Love to get burned by it, baby.
Right,
But
but I
it's
mean-
because I can do crazy things magically sometimes.
Yeah, so does that mean we actually have
probably my
notice of
tiny
clearance
little
that are
hands.
just sitting there and nobody does anything?
That are freakishly strong.
Has this been a problem?
I've only heard of that happening once, but it wasn't in even our state, so I don't think it was or county, so
Okay.
I'm not 100% certain.
Can you prepare something where I'm ordering? Does Mr. Crookshank live in the city of Yelm or is he served by Thurston County?
He lives in the city of Yelm. He's currently staying with my ex-girlfriend, basically.
Okay,
So
so they reside within the limits of the city of Yelm.
yes.
Okay, and so you went to the Yelm Police Department, and they said without a court order, they're not going to serve it.
Yeah. I even tried to give them the paperwork that I have right here, and they told me they couldn't do it.
Right, okay.
Move on, bro. Move on.
It's more like, well, I don't want to say they're saying they don't want to do it, but I'll sign a court order directing them to serve it. So we'll start that again, and we'll get you back here on Tuesday, the 21st of January at 9:00, and that'll actually be courtroom 4 if you're logging in remotely.
Why is things switching to Tuesdays? Look, hold on. Why are they switching to Tuesdays? It's always Monday. Today is Monday. This is happening on Monday. Something's afoot. Something's afoot. Courtroom 4 on a Tuesday? Are they trying to pull a fast one on me? I need to fucking write that down. Because it's ingrained in me on a Monday to check this. But I gotta do it now on Tuesday in a different courtroom? Jesus Christ.
No, just a notice of hearing,
Okay.
and I'll just.
Oh, it's a January holiday? It's just one Tuesday? I can handle one Tuesday. And by Tuesday, bro, this is live, Eddie. It's amazing. I mean, I'm live. This part, pause-able. But I'm live. How are you? Real or AI, that's up to you to decide. What am I?
Okay, we've configured a form where I've said that this is to be served by the Yale Police Department. And signed it myself, so hopefully this time they will take that. They may charge you for serving it, so just be aware of that. They have the right to do
Okay.
so. And then the hearing is the 21st of January at 9 o'clock, and it's courtroom 4.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, and we will email this to you, Mr. Singleton, and you get it to Young Police Department.
Okay, thank you so much.
All righty, bye-bye.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Who's next?
And Ms. Lang. Come on up. And Mr. Miles, activate your audio, please.
Cat alert. Cat alert.
Okay, and if you both would raise your right hands for me. Whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Okay, thank you. And I'm gathering from the facts, 2 of you are neighbors, Ms. Miles. Ms. Lang, I'm sorry.
Correct.
Okay, in fact, you're immediate neighbors. And you have a fence, a property line, and you indicated that Mr. Miles came onto your property and was attaching your cyclone fence to your wood fence.
Oh, what a perfect time to talk about a beautiful fence. This art was made and sent to me by our very own Cellulite Yoga Pants. This is a beautiful artistic rendering of a case that we watched before where there was a period fence. You heard that correctly. A period fence. Neighbors affixing period products to their fences for neighborly spite. That's the kind of shit we watch around here. What will these people's fence problems be? I don't know. But I keep this right beside. It's beautiful. It's 3-dimensional. You can see this has actually been made here. And this was also painted with the nail polish because they, in the case, used nail polish to simulate a period fence or a period on the product that they affixed to the fence. Sounds crazy. It's real. I love this, and thank you again, Cellulite Yoga Pants. As always, beautiful art. I also was wearing your apron that you made me at the New Year's party, and somebody asked about it. They're like, why are you wearing an apron? I was like, this is like the nicest thing that I own. It's handmade. I showed it all off. It was very sweet. Thank you again.
Or some version of that?
He didn't come on. He didn't come on the property. He didn't come on the property. It was a situation where there have been modifications to the fence that was discussed. And I tried to talk to him.
To the joint fence, the common fence
Yeah,
between
it's
the
a
two?
fence that I put up 24 years ago.
Okay.
And when we started a conversation on April 10th, Mr. Miles came, I consider to be verbally and physically abusive.
Okay.
And, you know, there was a statement made to the sheriff, because I phoned them and they showed up, and he lied. I included that he lied to the deputy about talking to me, and then when I tried to take pictures on that Friday, April 12th, That's when it became physical. And he sprayed me down. He grabbed me several times and shoved me. And it was a case of, I was in shock.
And did you report that he sprayed you and that he grabbed you? Did you?
Yeah, I phoned the sheriff's office.
And what did they say?
They asked me whether I was injured. And I
And
said, I couldn't tell. I wasn't physically injured. He hadn't struck me or anything. So I said no. And so there was nothing else happened. And then I phoned back sometime later to the sheriff's office to see what else I could do. I was told by a lieutenant at that time that this anti-harassment. I have not gone near the fence since.
so
happened
when
last
Mr.
April?
Miles is doing whatever he was doing with the fence, he was on his side of the property line?
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody's whispering at his house. You think we're gonna get the big D here? I think so too, maybe, but depends how crazy he sounds. Depends how crazy he sounds. Donald, we don't know. The judge is taking it quite seriously. He's looking through all the exhibits. Wish they showed the exhibits. They don't, but at least they show this. Courtney needs some big D. So do I. Said Paisley. Judge, are you awake? I know it's a Monday. He looks like he has a case of the Mondays. Case of the Mondays. Also, did anybody notice the guy's wearing a hat in court? He has a cat and he's wearing a hat. Definitely not Dr. Seuss. Apparently more weather's coming, guys. Be prepared. Also, I'm gonna make a video of making the sourdough starter, I think. I'll do that.
And the wooden fence is further into your property from the cyclone fence.
It's actually a screen, Your Honor.
Okay.
It's to keep the bushes from going through the fence because the wooden part does not go all the way down.
Okay. All right, Mr. Miles, anything you want to say? You're muted. You're currently muted.
I approached my neighbor, Andy, and asked him her fence was falling down. I've secured numerous places along the fence. I've started the whole thing. And we had the material to repair it. And he asked her nicely, she got real rude with me. You leave my damn fence alone. And the day this happened, I was on my side of the fence trying to secure the fence to fall over. I got pictures of it. And she wouldn't leave me alone. She kept following me from one end to the other, wouldn't put her hands on the fence, messing with the tools I had in my hand. And she's rude. And I got pictures of her fence, how bad it is, the wooden fence. And it's falling down. And my cats won't get out if it does. And I'll have to put chicken wire up on this side. But that's not the point. I did nothing to the worst thing I did to her, I sprayed her with a hose because she wouldn't leave me alone. I did not push her. I did not touch her. The woman has a problem. She really does.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you know that spraying somebody with a hose meets the legal definition of a crime of assault. So just heads up, you could be charged for a crime with a crime for for that action. So I just want you to understand that.
How about her grabbing my hand when I'm trying to work on the fence, reaching on the fence, she kept interfering with what I was doing. I walked one and she'd follow me down there. I walked it back and then she'd follow me around there.
Okay. All right. And Ms. Lang, do you have anything more you want to say?
Your Honor, when I went out there on the 12th, that Friday, to take pictures, I made sure he listened up there. And I had braced my arm on the fence. I had tried to take pictures with my phone. Your Honor, I have no reason to fight that man now. As a matter of fact, I mean, you know, I have never had an experience dealing with an individual who's verbally and physically abusive.
No, I was not.
Okay, Mr. Miles, don't interrupt. I'll give you each a chance.
As he has been, I would not follow him around. He threatens to do things like cutting the fence down. And I'm sorry. I want a bigger fence. And, you know, he won't let me near it. When I'm out there, he appears. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's like cooking somebody. There's a size difference here. I'm 5 foot. He must be about 5 foot.
Okay.
And he's, you know, his manner is.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
Yeah, hold on, Mr. Miles, just a minute. So you both live on 183rd.
No, we share a back. So I think my property faces the.
Okay. All right. Mr. Miles, go ahead.
I got 4 neighbors immediately around me. I help them all the time do projects. We get along great. The only one I had trouble with her. And I tried to be. I wanted to fix the fence, it wouldn't fall down. That's what I was doing, securing the fence. I wasn't tearing it down. I was trying to secure her fence from falling over. And what's in? And you can't have over a 5 foot tall fence on a property line. That's not. You can't do. I used to install fencing for a living, and I know what the fabric is facing her. Technically, it's my fence, the metal fence. And also, technically, I think, and I looked on the internet and did a little research, it's a shared fence, actually. It's not hers or mine, it's ours. And I was just trying to secure the darn fence, all I was trying to do. And she's not, and I got my neighbor, Andy Dotson here, and he's had interaction with her, and she's rude to him, too. I get along with all my other neighbors, not her. Nope. It's not,
Okay.
and her roof for 2.5 years had ugly ass tarps on it. It looked like shit. I had to
Okay,
stare at that.
hey, you're in the court today, so let's watch your language.
2.5 years of that.
Okay.
I did not touch that woman. I tried to get away from her. She wouldn't leave me alone.
This is getting put in place.
Okay, thank you.
A reminder after
I got
this.
pictures of the fence if you'd like me to send them to you guys.
No, that's not necessary.
Where I secured it from falling over.
Okay.
I cut the wire, the fence will fall clear down.
I suppose court's supposed to be PG-13.
I'd gladly help her fix the fence, but it's not possible.
I just thought he was going to be quiet, but I guess not. Go on, sir. Tell us more.
Rather go along with it, but I don't know if I can, or I don't think she'll allow it.
Is that right?
All right. So technically, Mr. Miles is correct. The fence on the property line between two properties is a common fence, and the parties have to work together for the maintenance of the fence. If you want to put it on the interior of your property, then you can make all the decisions regarding the fence. And if you want to put up a new fence inside the fence that's on the property line, you can do that. There's nothing that stops you from doing that. So, but you may need to consult with an attorney. I'm not here to decide the property line. So if that's going to be an issue, then you're going to have to get your own independent legal advice. Honestly, just not related to whether there's a protection order here, is, when your neighbors and you have a fence, you want to talk to each other about it and see if you can come up with some solution that you both are satisfied with. And it sounds like the fence has been around a long time. Maybe it does need some repair, or maybe you can agree on how to do that, or maybe you can't. And I'm just saying that, listening to the two of you, you don't want to live in a state of constant conflict. So that I'm just suggesting that from listening to that. And nobody needs to respond. I'm just sharing my thoughts based on what I'm hearing here.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Sure, go ahead, Mr. Moss.
I served 2 years in Vietnam, and I got PTSD. I take medications for keep the help of my mood. So I'm not a rude, mean person. No.
Okay.
I keep my place up. Told my neighbors. I'd gladly help her fix that fence if she accept the help.
And I think she's indicating that she
I don't want his.
doesn't want the help. Okay,
I don't want his help.
Okay. No, I don't want the two of you bickering back and forth.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's putting this in place. Sean, I would almost agree, though, that he should have said that. The other judge that is the... Wait, isn't this the guy? The JAG judge? Hi, Billy. I'm pretty sure that this is the judge that's the lawyer that was in the military. No, it's not. It's the other guy with the tight haircut, too. They look very similar. I'm gonna make pasta carbonara tonight, and I'll videotape it. How does that sound? I'll videotape it. Judge,
All right, like
are you
I
putting this in place?
was discussing, it's not a great situation when the parties are at odds like this, each having a little different perspective on the fence that separates their property. Maybe there's a financial issue and the inability to keep the fence up, or maybe it's just personal preference. But people have the right to maintain their property, generally speaking, how they wish to do that. And in this case, there is a legal issue as to a common fence and the ability of both parties to access the common fence. That is an issue. I'm not going to make any determination on that. What I am going to say is this, is that based on the acknowledgement that Mr. Miles, in the course of the disagreements that he was having with Ms. Lang, in order to get her to back off Sprader, and as I pointed out to Mr. Miles, that's not the activity that's advised, since that is technically an assault. I will grant Ms. Lang the protection order and indicate Mr. Miles here to have no contact at all with Ms. Lang, and you're not to go onto her property.
I've never been on her property.
Okay, yeah, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying as part of the order, you're not to go onto her property and you're not to have any contact with her. So if she's out there doing something with the fence, you're not to say anything to her. You're not to push her arm off the fence or spray her with water or anything else. If the two of you, if somebody gets on somebody else's property, then you can take the appropriate legal action by calling the sheriff's office. But that's the way this has to go. So, Ms. Lang, if you want the order renewed after 1 year, you'll have to come back to court and ask for it to be renewed.
Means she can reach over the fence and work in my property and work on the fence if she wants.
It's a common fence. If the two of you have an issue with the two parties working on that fence, then you each are advised to get the advice of counsel so that you don't end up getting yourselves into trouble. You may want to figure out what you can do on a common fence and what you can't do on a common fence. But Mr. Miles, pursuant to this hearing, you cannot have any contact with Ms. Lang.
I don't intend to. I do not like that lady.
You may not have any contact with her. And if you think she's doing something wrong, you may need to seek the assistance of an attorney and say, my neighbor is doing this to our common fence. What are my rights? And get the advice of counsel. All right. I've signed that order. We'll give Ms. Lang a copy of it. And Mr. Miles, if you want a copy of it, it's available in the file here at District Court. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lynn.
You're welcome. We'll give you a copy here in a minute.
Okay.
Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Is that what we thought would happen? I didn't think that's what I thought would happen when it opened up, but he admitted to spraying her like no problem. And that really didn't help his case at all, at all, at all. Leaning a little too heavy on the crazy side as opposed to the hot side. Thank you guys so much for being here. Remember, I already set this up to redirect over to KTZ's channel. Make sure that you tell them who sent you. Be good in the chat. I don't know what the rules are, but have a great time. Please make sure to subscribe to Credence and Mikey right now. They are so close to 100K. It's happening soon. Please, you want to be in the first 100K. I mean, it's like close. So get in there. And I'm going to go make my pasta. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember that I love you and I am proud of you. And I will see you in the next video. Okay? Bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.